Welcome to week 8. So our focus this week is starting the big project. So we're going to spend the next 6 weeks focused on and developing a content analysis project. It's going to look similar to the data analysis project. There's a reason that we use that as the baseline. But now you're selecting your accounts and you're going to select 3 content creators. You still get to pick the space, just like you did with the last one, and you still get some choice in the accounts. But the choice is kind of widely opened up. The one thing that you'll really want to think about is all 3 creators need to be active in that one space that you're looking at. So most content creators create content for multiple platforms. They'll create a TikTok video and they'll have Instagram posts. You can't follow both. You don't have time to collect all of that data. The bigger issue, because the data collection, honestly, the data collection doesn't take that long. It's the analysis. You don't have time to analyze that much data because you're going to need at least 30 posts from each of the 3 content creators. If you then double the platforms and you look at both TikTok and Instagram, you're looking at 180 posts worth of data. You don't have time for that level of analysis. We don't have time to do cross-platform analysis in this class. We're looking at a single platform and we're doing a rich data analysis. So for this project, you're going to use chapter 3 from the textbook. You're going to read that. You're going to take notes on it because those notes will be doing your reflection, and that's a part of your work for this week, week 8. And then you're also going to pull Capriati in still. So Capriati provides really solid framework. We're not dealing with an institutional post anymore, but the way that Capriati builds a method where they say, because it's Capriati et al., they say, okay, we've got 2 kinds of post content, institutional and functional, and then we have subcategories within that. That is the framework that everyone needs for this project, but you'll make adjustments depending on who your content creators are creating content for. So if you are following video gamers, are they providing reviews? Are they doing playthroughs? Are they doing audience request playthroughs? These all become categories that can fit. These are the subcategories, just like what Capriati et al. Did, but they are now adjusted and appropriate for the content creators that you're following. If you collect lifestyle, there's a huge category of lifestyle, and there's so much really complicated space in this idea of authenticity. What does it mean to be authentic? What does that look like? What needs to be included? And then how does all of that come together? Those become the subcategories. So are they out and about around town? Are they buying stuff? Are they doing mailbox openings? There are a lot of different things that could go into these lifestyle categories. You need to figure out what those are, okay? So you're still pulling from the framework from Capriati. You're going to create your own model for what that's going to look like. You're going to use chapter 3 so you can connect it all to the idea of content strategy. And then you're going to collect the data. Okay, so what are you doing this week? Because that's all what we're doing over the next 6 weeks. This week you are selecting your accounts. So what I need you to pay attention to is they all need to be in one space. So pick Facebook, most of you aren't going to pick that, Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or Blue Sky, or there are a bunch of new ones. So whatever you want to look at, you need to pick one space. All 3 content creators need to exist in that space, and all 3 need to have publicly viewable data. And this piece is really key because I've definitely had students in past variations of this assignment, because I have made modifications to it, select content creators. So the workout space is a big one. There are people who create a lot of workout videos and then they turn off the visibility on their likes and comments so that people can't see how many likes there are and how many comments there are. Creators are allowed to do that, and they can do whatever works for them. That makes their content impossible to use for this project. So you'd want to pick a different content creator. So when you're selecting your 3, just glance through their content briefly and double check that they have those things turned on so that you can view them. If you have questions as you're selecting who your content creators are, send me a note. You can send me an email. You can drop by office hours. You can send me a note through Tumblr. Otherwise, I'll see you online.